Hey guys. Um, so I don't know if this video is actually gonna be uploaded anytime within the next like 12 hours because the internet at my school absolutely sucks. Um, I think I might have to go out to the RA desk to upload it because I think they have better Wi-Fi out there. I don't know. Um, so this week's topic is relationships, and I don't have that much to say on this topic, I guess, because um, I basically haven't been in a relationship in well over a year. Um, well, like a year and like a month or two. I don't know. Um, but that was a 2.5 year relationship, and somewhere along that relationship, I basically came out as trans. Um, and in case you didn't know, I've been out for a while. Um, so yeah, uh, my girlfriend at the time was totally fine with it, but my dysphoria, um, I don't know, it really screwed with our relationship, I guess, because as far as intimacy went, like, I really wasn't able to be there 100%, you know? And I'm not saying it was perfect other than that, because we had a really fucked up relationship, to be honest, but I don't know, that kind of was like sex was the one thing that always like kind of drew us back together and sorted everything out. And once I was no longer comfortable with her touching me and everything, I really, it just really put a split even farther between us. Um, as far as dating now, I would definitely date inside the community. Um, somebody just asked me the other day um, if I would ever consider dating an FTM, and I would because I have identified, I guess, as pansexual, and so to me, gender isn't the important thing. It's whether or not I get along with the person, whether or not that person is what I'm looking for mentally. I guess personality wise more than physically. Um, I have in the past dated both genders, um, so that's not really an issue. So I would definitely um, consider dating within the community. Also, sorry, in case you can't tell, I absolutely feel like shit right now. I'm so sick. Um, also, people always ask me like what my type is, and as far as girls go, I like the straight ones. I like the ones that are like girls, not like butch girls, not you know like overly like I don't like girls like me, I guess, for the most part. Uh, but again, it's all about personality, really, so that can be changed. Um, yeah, I'm actually like in the middle of getting to know someone right now, and that person, gender aside, um, well, okay, there's a girl at my fire department who um, hopefully will never find these videos because I think I'd be in trouble if she knew that I talked about her. But there's a girl at my fire department, and she identifies as straight. But we were talking about something, and I said, well, I was asking about like if different people asked her what her answer would be as far as is she straight or not, because she kind of gave me like a cryptic answer. And I said, well, what if I asked? And she said, well, if you asked, I would have to say that everybody's inclined towards a certain way, but somebody can come along and change that. Um, so I thought that was interesting, and I've been getting to know her more, and we've been talking more and having conversations, and she has not once slipped up on pronouns. She is cool with my name. Um, we were talking the other day, and I asked her what her middle name was, and she told me, and then she asked me what mine was, and I said, my legal name or the one I'm changing it to? And she said, well, first the one you're changing it to, then your legal name. So I told her I'm changing it to Michael. And then I said, but I'm not telling you what my legal middle name is. She was like, okay. Like, she didn't even care, really. And I think if I hadn't asked her which one she wanted to know, she probably wouldn't have asked for my legal middle name. It's just kind of cool to know that there's somebody who's interested in me and doesn't, like, isn't worried about the whole, oh, well, you're female bodied right now and this and that. Like, she doesn't seem to care about that. And I actually asked her, I said, well, what's the one thing that, like, concerns you the most about me? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, it doesn't have to be concern. Intrigues, scares, concerns, confuses, whatever. What is the one thing that, any of those the most about me? And she was like, your eyebrow piercing. I was like, really? What? She's like, I think she said, like, it interested her, intrigued her, and I was like, oh, how? And she said something else, and I was like, oh, so you'd prefer it if I took it out? And she was like, no, leave it. It's sexy. So it was kind of funny that, like, it was something so not, like, personal to me that was, like, her biggest, like, interest or something. Like, she wasn't worried about, like, well, it's a little scary being, thinking about a relationship with a person who is trans. It wasn't anything like that. So that's pretty cool because, like, if I were to date a girl, like, she would be my type. She is straight, sees me as male, doesn't care about how she formally identified. She identifies as straight. So it's not like a big issue. It's kind of cool. I hope I covered that well enough. If you want any more information about, like, well, put it this way, I have a rant video on my channel, which I don't recommend watching because it's just me bitching a lot, but if you're curious, you can go check that out. But it was about an issue I was having with another girl at one point who identified as straight and told me she was interested but could never be with me because even though she would refer to me as Liam and use male pronouns, she could never be with a girl. So that didn't sit well with me, and I did make a rant video about that. So yeah, but for the most part, I would date within the community. I would date just about anybody as long as they matched up with what I was looking for. I hope that answers it well enough. And I will see you guys next week for whatever topic that is. I didn't look. All right. Take care, everybody, and have a good week.